Hey folks, on my ears is the Logitech Chorus. You can see the front of the box here as well. I'm going to show you first an unboxing for this device, and then go into some gameplay of Tetris Effect connected without them on, so you can hear what the regular soundbar output sounds like through my little kind of chest-mounted microphone, and then with them on to see if you can hear the difference. I don't know if you as a viewer are going to be able to hear that difference. I do want to say, first off, special thanks to Logitech for sending out a review unit of the brand new Logitech Chorus. This is currently available for pre-order. It is $99 US, and you can purchase it from your favorite local retailer or through Logitech.com. It will eventually be added to Meta.com's accessories page, but it is not there as of the time that I'm recording this. Also, many thanks to the MetaQuest Ambassador Program for the hardware used in this particular video. Let's jump into the unboxing. This is the official, at least preview box for the Logitech Chorus. You'll see it says Chorus, off-ear integrated audio for MetaQuest 2, and then in French below that. It does say it's Oculus ready, which makes me think that this might be something that is updated in the future. So we've got the technical specs here, and it's not entirely clear. It says technical specifications: acoustics, dual custom built and tuned open type audio drivers for off-ear aural acoustics. The size is 47.4 millimeters by 20.3 millimeters. It's got dynamic audio optimization with an integrated DSP. I think it's a digital signal processor. Digital USB-C audio port. So unlike most of the other audio solutions, this does not use the 3.5 millimeter jack on the Quest 2. It is going to be using the USB-C for audio, and it does have power pass-through. So if you're using a battery pack or plugged in, it will still draw power. So it says it is compatible with the Meta Quest 2 and Oculus Quest 2. This is not compatible with really any other device, and you'll see why once I do this unboxing. It says right below that, Meta-Link cable compatibility, charge only. That means you can't plug in and use the Quest Link on your PC. You can only use AirLink or virtual desktop, it seems, with this particular device. We'll check that out just to make sure, but I don't think that's changed from what it says here on the box. Further down the box, it talks about carbon neutrality, gives a little bit of information. Does show that inside is a piece of paper, which we'll look at, as well as the device itself inside the box. And then it's got this thing that says scan with your transparency app. I don't know what that means, but it does not work with my QR code reader, so go figure. The other side of the box is just a side view of the Chorus itself. Nothing too dramatic. Again, it does say off-ear integrated audio for MetaQuest 2, and then the same thing in French, and then you got your Oculus Ready logo here. The bottom does have a 2-year limited hardware warranty and some other details about Logitech. Nothing I'm going to bore folks with. It does also have the serial number, which I'm covering with my fingers right now, just in case it is unique to this particular device. Alright, so now the moment everybody's been waiting for, right? Let's open it up. I don't think that's what everyone's been waiting for, but let's open it up anyway. So we've got a Logi box here. This little slipcover, of course, similar to a lot of other packaging nowadays. Then we've got the Logi box here. We're going to open that up, and covering the serial number, and you can see inside just a couple of speakers. Nothing else just yet. We flip this little box up. Now you've got the full solution. This is the actual device here. And then I can pull this out. This is the extent of a manual that they gave us. It's kind of weird. I actually posted this on my Twitter page earlier because it's literally just safety, compliance, and warranty information. And it does say, if you read it, that you should follow the guidelines and read the manual first, but there's no manual to read. This is it. So you've got this in English. And on the second page, you've got just a little bit further information here, and then the same information written in French. And then some copyright information, and that's pretty much it. So there is no user manual. However, included within the box is the box itself. So I'm going to turn the box now so you can see this. It's got steps 1 to 5. Essentially, you're taking these, sliding them onto the Quest 2 strap itself. This is only compatible with the initial soft strap or an elite strap. I will show you why in just a moment. Then it's suggesting that you loop the strap itself over this little plastic piece that goes in between the two earphone or audio speaker solutions. Then you clip it into the USB-C slot, and then if you fold the ear speakers up, that will actually mute the audio. So if you do that with one or both, it will mute the audio inside the Quest 2. Because it's connecting by USB-C and not by 3.5 millimeter, it actually recognizes and can interface with the Quest 2 in ways that your 3.5 millimeter accessories cannot. Outside of that, it does illustrate that you can plug in right here on the side a pass-through for battery charging. That's really all this is showing. You can either use a straight up and down cable or a right angle cable to do that. And that's pretty much it. That's the entire box, at least. So taking them out of the box here, we've got the top half here, and then we flip them over. And you can see that one is designed specifically for the right ear, the other for the left ear. And this slides on basically the outside of your Quest 2 strap. So I do want to mention what we're going to be using is a Quest 2 with Elite battery strap. And we're taking this, sliding the right ear on first. This is the one that does not have a little USB-C port, as you can see here. That's the left side, it has that. We're going to take this one, slide it on this side, and there's already kind of a problem. And this is the Elite strap with battery. The Elite strap with battery has a clip right here with a cable that runs from it. And that's already kind of circumventing using the Logitech Chorus. And this is an official strap. This is an official MetaQuest 2. So we're going to move that back a bit. Now it slides in. So we've got that slid into place. We're going to clip that down right there. So we're going to take that piece in. We're going to plug that right in here to the pass-through port right here. Underneath the Logi. So we got the Logitech right there. Take a look. That's what it looks like on the left-hand side. And that's what it looks like on the right-hand side. So that's what it looks like when it's installed to an official MetaQuest sold Elite strap with battery. Again, we already had kind of a piece where we had to redirect the cable a bit on the left-hand side, and that to me is already kind of a problem, that we had to push this back a bit. This piece right here used to be up here, and I actually had to push that back a bit just to make it accommodate the Logitech Chorus, and that's with an official strap. Let's see what happens if we try to install this on a third-party strap. So this now is my normal Quest 2 that I use with the Bobo VR M2 Pro. And we're just going to try to slide... Oh, yeah, you can't even start to slide this on because the M2 Pro uses this piece that covers this, and the Logitech piece here is literally only wide enough to slide on the official strap and nothing more. So unfortunately, it's completely out for use with the M2 Pro, or really any other third-party strap. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a baseline audio so that you can potentially hear the difference as it's picked up by my microphone, just kind of centered below my mouth right now. So we're going to play a little bit of Journey mode in Tetris Effect Connected, and we're going to play the same amount of Journey mode in Tetris Effect Connected, playing the song The Deep. We'll do about a minute at this audio. In fact, we'll do 2 minutes just because the audio gets a little bit better as the song builds up. All right. So now we're going to try this at the same 2 minutes, but with the audio cranked to 100%. Again, this is just the standard audio from the soundbar coming out of the Quest 2. Except much louder. All right, so I've got the Logitech device installed, and we're going to play the same 2 minutes of The Deep. I can say already just that initial boom, the bass is a bit more responsive. And this is absolutely the first time I'm using these. The sound seems to be slightly, I don't want to say less power coming from the Quest here. It sounds fuller in my ears, but it almost sounds a little bit quieter than half volume from the bar audio. But it definitely sounds fuller. And what I like is I do still have kind of the outside peripheral sound. I definitely feel like the bass response is much better than the integrated bar audio. And the sound is a lot fuller and clearer. What we're going to do now is crank that up to 100% audio, which is super loud in my ears. Wow. I almost feel like this is too loud, but we'll do this for a moment. When you crank it up, it actually really cranks up. That's the best I can describe it, unfortunately, because I'm not really an audiophile. But those warnings for use lower volume definitely hold true with this particular device, because I could potentially hear myself damaging my hearing cranked up all the way. Again, different people's ears are going to react differently. In fact, I even feel like it may still be just slightly too loud for my tastes. Which is something I never say with the integrated audio, the soundbar audio on the Quest. And I do feel that boom of the bass, which is fantastic. Because there's almost no bass response in the integrated bar audio on the Quest. And I do want to clarify, on the Quest 2. This is a device that will only work with the Quest 2, sadly, and not the older Quest model, or even potentially newer Quest models, because it really is built specifically to jack into this particular device, which is a little strange considering before the end of the year there's going to be a different model Quest releasing. Alright, the last test we're going to do, just quickly, is with a link cable. We're going to plug that into the pass-through connector here and see what it does. So, as you can see, it is charging here, but it did not pop up the little dialog for Quest Link. So, unfortunately, the rumors are true that only charging if using a link cable. It does not support the link functionality. You'd have to use AirLink, which we can switch to AirLink. This is a fairly old, to be fair, version of the Quest 2 software at this point. I don't use this particular device that often, so it hasn't been updated to version 43 or 42 even, I don't think, at this point. But as you can see, AirLink will connect just fine. Unfortunately, Oculus Link does not. It's sad. This could be a winner of a device for both PC, VR, and standalone. I really like the sound output. So I don't think it's actually using. That is interesting. So if I plug this particular cable in, now this is a third-party link cable, to be fair, it actually switches to the bar audio. So right now I've got, I'm actually going to try this in-game so that I can confirm this for myself. So we're going to go back into Tetris Effect just for a moment. Alright, so right now the sound is definitely coming from these speakers. If I flip one up, it mutes. That's the way it's supposed to function. Now I'm going to plug in the link cable, which again, this is a third-party link cable. This is not the official Meta Quest link cable. Have to find it here. I've got too many things connected. I've got a cable and a controller here. So now that I've plugged that in, I can do whatever I want to with these because it's now pushing through the audio through that bar. It is cutting off the USB-C connection right here to the Quest 2 from the Logitech Chorus. That is a terrible, terrible flaw, if I do say so for myself. So while you can get pass-through audio, it is, while you can get pass-through charging, rather, it is cutting off the audio when I use this third party. I believe this is a AMVR USB-C cable that I use for Oculus Link all the time. It is absolutely cutting off the sound from the off-ear speakers from the Logitech Chorus. That is a huge flaw in this device. Also, not to mention the fact that it doesn't work with Link at all. Alright, so I've got the Logitech Chorus on my ears. I do kind of like the sound coming from them, but there are tons of drawbacks. This is a $99 device. It does only attach to the Quest 2 soft strap or either the Elite strap or Elite strap with battery. I currently have it connected to the Elite strap with battery. It's working with the Elite strap with battery just fine. It does the selective mute when I flip up one of the speakers like it's supposed to. Everything works really well. The sound quality is much fuller than the official bar audio that fires downward from the Quest 2 itself. So in the event that you're going to use this solely for standalone games or with nothing other than the Quest 2 Elite battery strap plugged into the pass-through, it works great. Like I could go on Airlink right now. If I have a stable connection, I could play PC VR titles, no problem. If you plug in a link cable, it does switch to supporting pass-through for charging, but it also cuts off the audio from the off-ear speakers. The whole point of having this is to have these off-ear speakers. So if I'm plugged into the link cable, first of all, I don't get data connection to the PC, but secondly, it's removing the audio from the speakers that hypothetically people are paying $99 for. That's a big, big, big drawback in my eyes. Not having any real instruction manual, I think I'm doing it right because I followed that little handy tab that I showed on the box itself. But do I think this is something that I think people should pick up and use? In most cases, I'm going to say no. Comfort for me is best with the Bobo VR M2 Pro. That's a third-party accessory that's not supported by these. I know a lot of people that don't have the wireless internet connection to do PC VR, but do have the ability to use a link cable to play PC VR. These cut off the opportunity to do that. So unless you're literally a standalone user that only uses Airlink or Virtual Desktop and doesn't plug in anything other than the Elite strap with battery, or the soft strap that comes with the Quest 2, these aren't for you. And there's not any way to adapt this to work with other devices as far as I can tell. So you're stuck with this right here and nothing more. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed because the sound quality is pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't recommend this particular product in its current form. I think it's too late for Logitech to adapt this for other uses. I think, again, sound quality is pretty darn good and something that I would use if it was more compatible than just what I just described. Using it for standalone Quest 2 applications using a standard soft strap, Elite strap, or Elite strap with battery. I'm really tripped out at the fact that the pass-through audio support when you plug in a third-party link cable is literally cutting off the audio to these. I just... How is it passed through in that case? It's like cut off through, not passed through. Anyway, I hope this was insightful for those thinking about purchasing these. This is the Logitech Chorus. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.